The Hermes Standard is something a must we need for the Industrial 4.0. This is the structure that we can work together, that machine can communicate one by one to each other.
We have implemented Hermes in our base conveyor systems and also for the laser marking systems. And now we are integrating Hermes in our products because we have a wide product portfolio.
For the Hermes Standard projects, basically CyberOptic is honored to be the first few pioneer to be within the member of the Hermes Standard. So right now we actually have the version 1.1 available.
So Omron is part of the inaugural start of Hermes Standard. We find that this is a very important step forward into integration of our systems into customer production lines. Presently, we are finishing development of our AOI systems to the Hermes Standard, version 1.0. This will be completed in June 2018 this year. After this development, this will be compatible for all Omron SAOI series systems. So the benefit there is that for customers that are introducing Hermes Standard for the future, our past systems will be compatible. So we see this as a big benefit. But after our AOI developments, we will progress to our AXI systems and then onto our SPI systems for a total solution.
Today we support all our new machines with Hermes, and we plan by end of this year to support all serial-based existing machine equipment in the market. Behind me is a printer which will be supported in June, and our process lens by end of this year as well.
Well, this is a joint collaboration between all suppliers. The Hermes Standard design is an open architecture where the collaboration of input, of ideas for the benefit of our customers are provided for the Hermes Standard.
In the Hermes, we are 40 companies and we share all ideas for the development, and that's quite interesting because it's competitors, it's partners.
Very similar to the IPC CFX kind of approach, shop floor control. The Hermes Standard allows machine manufacturers or machine makers like us to work together, even though we are of different brands, different companies. It allows us to actually fulfill the Industrial 4.0 requirement, working as partners, working as a solution base. And it do not obstruct us individually and allow the whole team to agree on what to work on, what's the approach.
With this standard and open structure, we can develop our own MES system, which allows that the communication can be fluently between machine to machine, and we can work out our MES standard into this machine.
Mycronic in the pick and place arena traditionally is working with low volume, high mix customers. And of course for smaller customers it's even more important that we have standardization in place. So I think this is really opening up and being an enabler for really getting Industry 4.0 solutions in place also for smaller customers.
I would say it's very, very clear there is no chance that a single vendor can be successful to win this game alone. Therefore, it's much, much more important that people cooperate, and the Hermes Standard enables us to contribute, and the atmosphere and the willingness to share for the benefits of customers is amazing here. The discussions are great and very fruitful.
Okay, the joint ventures we are planning to work with our partners in Singapore because we have already worked with some of our partners to develop this Hermes and also test with them. It may be some of the partners in Singapore and also in European countries. So our next developments will be like propose to our agents to see whether we can get more manufacturers to join together so that we can have a whole line with the Hermes Standard.
Actually, I think this is a good opportunity for us to discuss with our customers for the future SMD lines. and how the concept of Industrial 4.0 will change the future companies their working mode. And we are receiving a good feedback from our customers. And I should say we cannot wait to launch the integration of Hermes Standard in our system.
This opportunity is we have a lot of customers, and we have to design the customer needs every customer. So that is very cost our time. And if we have a standard, then we only develop one time and can save the time.
The Hermes joint development allows our customers a lot of new opportunities. Behind me you can see a line with 4 different machines from 4 different vendors, and they are all connected and they are working smoothly together. With such a connected line, our customers have opportunities such as improved data accuracy, which is better for traceability. We can do improved line control, station-wise download, and we can also do better board tracking.
Standardized interfaces are a must for Industry 4.0 Smart Factory, because it's all about standards, it's all about connecting machine to machine and also machine to MES. So Hermes is quite important for Industry 4.0 and also for the Smart Factory.
I would say Hermes, as said, is an enabler. I would say it would be really great if all of the players in the industry can now really align and make Hermes work. I'm not saying that it will be impossible to implement Industry 4.0 applications if it's not Hermes, but of course it would be a little bit more difficult. So I think it really will enable that we get things in place faster and also more efficient.
Without it, you cannot develop the Industrial 4.0 standard, because the machine cannot communicate in a good way. So, for example, you have the barcode scanner in front of the line, then you do not need a barcode scanner on each of the machine. The information can flow freely. You don't have to collect this information at each machine.
I think it's an absolute must for us. We realized the smart factory needs communication. Communication is in the past not the highest skills of machine vendors. Hermes enables us to communicate horizontal and as well vertical with a much higher information flow, and this at the end of the day is the basics for smart factory, machine-machine communication and getting the knowledge about the production. Hermes enables us to get the production transparency. Our job in the smart factory solution is to get the process transparent. Together, this is a very unique opportunity to find the proper solution in the benefit of customers.
In terms of the Smart Factory 4.0 approach, it's very critical right now because many of the companies are going into automated approach. So automated approach requires system to work by itself as much as possible, as automated as possible, as minimum manpower as possible. So this from an approach by having all different brands of systems to work together will be an absolute solution for any user, any manufacturer in the market, whether it's SMT, whether it's semicon.
Okay, we feel that this is a really key point for industry. I think the industry is looking for intelligence and also integration of intelligent systems into their production line. So with the innovation and the projection of Industrial 4.0 or the smart factory concept, we see that the Hermes Standard is ideally matching this concept in the way that we can have machine-to-machine communication, but not just that. We can provide more data to the customer by the vertical process of Hermes Standard that allows the customer to really analyze, find data from their process line and to be able to make improvements in two parts. One in terms of quality and the second in terms of production itself, the flow and increase of the production cycle.
I think it's a big step in the correct direction. We are not at the end of the development, so I think all of us have new ideas in the futures. With that solution, we have already we have experience, we get experience, we get new ideas, and I think this is the correct way we should go forward.
Hermes Standard, you know, it's a horizontal connection from the land to the land machine to machine communication. We know the IPC, the CPX is a vertical communication. It's a vertical connection from land to EMS for factory integration. So I think we deny a soft bridge from the Hermes Standard to another vertical standard communications. So I think the Hermes Standard will be more smart and for the smart factory.
A smart factory requires cooperation of a lot of different machine vendors and software vendors. And Hermes is one piece in this whole building because it builds up the basis on the machine level for a connected factory. Hermes is an open standard, so everyone is free to join, and Hermes will support consistency of the data for a true smart factory.